And now for real. Here we go into the arms of Clark. All over her. Clark eyes up. Bounces to Boston. Boston one-on-one with Jones. Will flip it in. Aaliyah Boston the bucket.
That was the first game of the history of the franchise.
You remember that one, don't you? Thomas banks it in on the spin. Boston working hard against Jones. Here's Boston. 8 to shoot. Out to Smith. Her three is good. No.
She was terrific. Averaged over 20 points a game in the 2 preseason games.
Bonner banks it in. Was looking for a whistle. And the team still has to come along a little bit to those intricacies. Christy Side said, we're catching up to her. As she couldn't catch up to Harris. Back to Bonner. Bonner sending Carrington to the corner. Bonner dips in and banks it home. Did not score. 0 for 3 from the floor as Connecticut turns it over. Melissa Smith running the floor. Pizza pies at home.
This is a situation. She is going to be a benefactor. Running the floor, get ahead passes. Kelsey Mitchell on the floor. Great sign for Indiana.
Harris drills another three. 3 to shoot. Enters and gets denied by Boston. Wallace left alone will fire and hit from 3.
Indiana doing a really nice.
Swinging around, here's Harris. Harris, another 3 is good. That's the 3rd. Aaliyah Boston looking to go to work. Boston dips inside and lays it home. Nice take from Aaliyah Boston. Berger, not picked up, goes right to the cup and lays it in. Bonner a deep 3, short. Carrington there to clean it up. Makes those kind of hustle plays. Working behind Boston. Clark around the hedge. Tried to sneak it into Boston, wasn't there. Clark turns it over. 6th for Indiana. Carrington in transition, cashes in. Carrington has all 7 Connecticut points in this second. Jones trying to work Boston. Jones able to finish. Backdoor, nice find. Boston to Mitchell for the finish.
Second time we've seen that connection on the backdoor cut.
Happened in Seattle twice, has happened in Vegas. Shot clock down to 1. Jones flips it in again. 8 turnovers from Indiana now. They have 4 players with at least 2 fouls. Clark and Boston among them. Harris long 2 is good. Ty Harris is Nelson Adota trying to save it and does. And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from 3, will dip inside and lay it in. This year, if you are correct on a challenge, you do get another. Carrington drains the 3. Dejanay Carrington. Now I'm
outside with the music equivalent.
Here's Bonner's jumper. She got it. Katie Lou Samuelson now on the drive underneath. Smith will lay it in.
Carrington, the entire Connecticut defense, but also she's not always the primary ball handler bringing the ball up the floor.
Bonner, another jumper. Yeah. Off to Samuelson. Mitchell, wow, big screen from Katie Lou Samuelson. Banham a 3, she got it!
Rachel Banham recognizing her defender went under.
Now Carrington picks Clark's pocket and lays it in! Here's Bonner, another step back jumper, that one rolls in. Tawana Bonner has had the mid-range flowing in this second. Off to Smith, they dump it down, Bagbenle. Bagbenle separates and serves it in. Bagbenle. Here's Clark, a good look from 3. She got it! The first 3 in the career of Caitlin. Smith, what defense from Thomas. Great pass from Smith. Wheeler a 3 is good. 9-point Sun lead. The debut of Caitlin Clark. She has struggled so far tonight. Carrington gets free. Dejanay Carrington with 16 points. She's played terrific defense as well. Here's Clark off a screen, gets a look, and hits. Thinking you're doing something wrong when they make a tough shot. Sticking with your game plan. Here's Wheeler racing inside, lays it in. Indiana has cut the deficit. Indiana has cut the deficit to 6. Here's Ty Harris, had a big first half. Thomas shovels, Bonner finishes. Clark will pull around and off, and Thomas the rebound. Here's Thomas, lot of space, finding Bonner now in 5th place by herself.
And the 9th assist for Alyssa Thomas.
Melissa Smith loses it. Thomas all alone to the rim. Timeout, Indiana. Just as the Fever had started.
Nice get-ahead pass there.
And Mitchell to the corner. Katie Lou connects on a 3.
But I think Caitlin, when she gets rid of the basketball, have to find their timing at getting it back into her hands, because she does draw so much attention, figuring out ways that she can get others open.
Bantam with an answer. Loose ball ends up in the arms of Indiana. Great look. Smith able to finish off the dime from Kate. A cramp of sorts in the lower leg. Heads back to the locker room as Jones finds Thomas for the tough finish. That big-to-big connection. 8 to shoot. Thomas will. Can't hit. Follows it up right around Smith. That's an easy offensive rebound. Wheeler zips into the paint and lays it in. Who did things we had never seen in this league's history. Helped guide Connecticut to the semifinals where they've been each of the last 5 years. And Bonner trying to help Connecticut separate. Probing, drags out Nelson Adota. Clark will fire and hit the 3. Caitlin Clark with her 3rd 3 of the night as her parents celebrate. Mitchell sneaks inside, can't finish it. And Thomas the rebound, her 9th. Harris a 3, she got it! Just no space. Connecticut everywhere. Here's Clark with Bantam guarding her. Clark gets bumped, will take, and hit from 3. Clark up to 18 points, her 4th 3 of the night. 5 of 7 after she started 0 for 4. Mariah Jefferson into the game and knocking it down. Bantam crossover, connects! There's your exclamation point from Rachel Bantam. Wallace hits the jumper. Clark remains on the floor for Indiana. Here's Nelson Adota. 8 to shoot. Mitchell knocks down the jumper. Carrington, 3 to shoot. Will drive it in. Can't hit the layup. Nelson Adota does. 13 seconds to go. Berger on the drive. Lays it in. It's all cosmetic. The debut of Caitlin Clark. 92-71 the final.